So, Richard, am I way off base in saying that they are, in the criminal courts of Idaho, they are trying their best to remain pristine to the gag order principles, but at least try to be transparent as well, which is the American way?
I think you're actually spot on that one. This is a delicate balance that the judges are playing here, that the judge is playing here, and that the Supreme Court's going to be playing in not too long, because of course we have that case going on as well, where they're trying to balance this fair trial versus the public's right to know issue. Because the issue is, what we don't want to do is we don't want to have a jury pool that thinks they've already learned a bunch of stuff about the case, that has already made a decision, that already, believes this guy is guilty. You want as neutral a jury pool as possible. In the perfect world, you would, before the case even started, hide them all in a room and just let them wait until it was time for trial and put them up there.
Wait, which perfect world are you talking about? Because when I was in, Iraq, that's what they did. In fact, can I just tell you, I was arrested going into Iraq, and I was thrown in a room for an entire day, and they took my phone, and they wouldn't let, my team contact NBC to let them know that we were safe. And that's the way. And by the way, it wasn't the only time it happened. It happened in Lebanon. It happened in Saudi Arabia. It happened in Iraq. I'd have to go over my files to see if it, but I mean, that was kind of par for the course. And I am really thankful that we just don't do it that way here.
Well, yeah. And we have and this is the, two of our biggest constitutional protections is our free press, right? And of course, as you mentioned, our open jurisprudence system and our jury system, right? And that due process rights and those fair trial rights, and those sometimes come into conflict. And finding that balance is a really difficult thing for courts, particularly in cases like this where there is a lot of publicity. That is a tough balance to find. So
it is. Can I ask you, though, in your state, have you had a case that has been affected by a gag order in any way, or was affected because it didn't have a gag? Have you got any, tangible evidence that, oh, man, we sure messed up on that last one, ain't going to happen again in Idaho?
I don't know that there's anything like that I'm aware of, and I'm sure, judges, when they're doing this, we're talking about due process rights, and we're talking about, First Amendment rights. We're talking about, and of course, right to a speedy and public trial, public being part of that, is, again, an important due process right, that it is public. I think that we're looking nationally at these kinds of issues, because these are big, U.S. constitutional rights, as well as rights in the Idaho Constitution. I think everybody has had a case where they think that there's been too much publicity, and everybody, and that is always a worry. And we're also always just worried that jurors are going to see a guy, in handcuffs, in a prison jumpsuit, and go, well, that guy's guilty.
Do you know what, though? I hear that all the time. I hear the complaints. I hear really mean people who comment on social media. And I just would love to scream back at them. I have 3 words for you: OJ, Casey, Robert Blake. Those are people who were splayed all over the news, and they were acquitted. So I feel as though if you're good at your job, and judges typically are, and so are opposing counsel, and they're able to exercise their cause and peremptory strikes, they can pick a jury that can be fair and unbalanced despite what they've seen or heard on the TV or on the soch. Let me ask you one more question, though, about what I just laid out. All the stuff, I presume you could hear the top of the show where I was telling about all the warrants and the bouncing ball. Does it tell you
Absolutely.
anything, like the fact that it appeared it was Kaylee who was the target at first, and then it was only Maddie and Bryan Kohberger on the Tinder accounts, et cetera? Do you see a direction here? Do you see where they're going and what they're finding?
I think it's definitely too early to say where they're going, what they're finding. There were a couple of the warrants to Match.com that where we didn't have a name on them, so we're not sure who they were looking for as well. But I think that it's clear that Kaylee, I think Miss Gonclaves is the last name, is someone who they were looking into. They're trying to see who she's connected to. Right at this point, very early on in the case, they're trying to connect all these little dots because they have, when it first happened, obviously they had so very little information, and they're trying to figure out what happened. So they're looking not only at the social media, but of course the banking records, right? Where did they go? Where did they spend their money? If you follow around a person's debit card purchases, you get a pretty good idea of where they've been through the day.
And they were both, killed first as well. It begs, just reminding people of that as well. Richard, it's really great to have you in Idaho to help us sort of, navigate that the state. Every state has very little tweaky differences in their laws and how they, do things. So I appreciate you. Thank you for this, especially on a Friday night.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have you back again as well. And I just want to remind our viewers, thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.